feeling it like.
What is up, everybody? Michael here. Welcome back to another video. I was only going to make one upload today. I didn't really have any intentions to make this video, but you know something? I was reading this article and I was like, you know what? I may as well put it out there. Welcome back to another video, and well, this is a very interesting video because this is the first time I'm going to give my personal experience of going to an Apple store and also explain to you guys why I don't go there anymore and why I prefer either going to Best Buy or probably going to other places than go here. I'm just going to explain it in this video now. Keep in mind, this is a personal experience, but I was reading this article. I'm going to read it to you fast, give you the quick version, and I'm going to break it down. So, judging by the title of this video, yes, the Apple store workers are the worst. And I'm not blaming them, it's not their fault, but the sales teams suck. And I'm going to explain why. So, for a while now, I haven't gone back to the Apple store because of a few people that I know there that work there that have been trying to convince me to work for Apple. They want me to work in the sales department. And they've said, you know all this stuff, you can come here and work. And at first I was like, I guess, but then I was a little hesitant. I was like, I don't really want to work for some company. I really didn't feel like I wanted to. I really feel like I didn't want to. But the more people were telling me the benefits of working there, the more I was like, you know what, maybe I could. But then I was reading this article, and it kind of made me realize why I don't want to work there, and I'll explain. So, the article says, I went to buy a MacBook Air, and Apple tried to sell me a MacBook Pro. Well, this person went in basically to buy a MacBook Air, and she got into the store. She wanted to buy the brand new computer. But then all of a sudden, a salesperson that she was with was trying to convince her to buy a MacBook Pro. And I was reading the article, and at first, the salesperson made a very valid point. It is more justifiable for your money. You do get a little more specs. But the problem with the salesman was that he was pushing this woman or guy, I don't know who it was that wrote this article, let me see. Chris, this guy. He was pushing this guy to buy a MacBook Air, but he didn't want a MacBook Air. He wanted a MacBook Pro. He didn't want a MacBook Pro. He wanted a MacBook Air, I'm sorry. And the problem was this guy, this salesperson, was trying to sell the Pro and not listening to the guy. He was trying to say the Air was worse, and ultimately he couldn't win out. He eventually got the Air, and the salesperson was pretty much just, you know what, fuck it. What do you want? And at first I'm reading this article, I'm like, that is really familiar. And this is the main reason I'm going to say it. This is why I don't want to work for Apple. First off, their sales team is the worst. Whenever you go in to buy it into an Apple store, you go buy anything, and you go in to buy something, the problem is, like, you want a specific product, they will try to sell you the new thing, and they will try to sell you so many others. Now, I know it's their business, I know they have to make a profit, but bro, you're literally trying to convince customers who have their mind set on a specific item, but yet out of your talking crap, it just distracts them, and you're stopping them from buying what they wanted initially. For example, I went to the Apple store. I bought my mom an iPad. So this is when I bought the 9.7 inch. I just wanted to get her a simple iPad. I said for regular home using, extra, she was just a home user. The idiots at the store were literally telling my mom, and I wasn't there. I walked in and found out what they were doing. I was trying to get her that iPad. I went to talk to my dad to pay for it. My mom's with the people. I come in the store and I see them talking about the iPad Pro. And I'm like, why are you talking to a woman that's, I'm not going to just say my mom's age, but for whatever age she is, why are you telling this lady, my mother especially, I said, why are you telling her about a Pro tablet that is specifically made for people that need heavy usage stuff, trying to sell her a tablet with stuff that she's not even going to use? They were like, oh, we want her to get the best for her money. I'm like, bro, $329 versus $650? I'm pretty sure $329 is worth your money. And the guy was literally still hesitant. He would not give up. And I swear, I know who this guy is. He's long-ass hair, fucking glasses and shit. And he's talking and shit. And he's like, oh, yeah, man, it's so great. It'll be great for your mom. I'm like, dude, She's this years old. She doesn't need that pro crap. And all the people in the store knew I knew what the fuck I was talking about, because I laid out the specs. I laid out the stuff that was on the inside, the processor, the RAM, everything on the iPad, MacBooks, Mac Mini, iMac. Every device in that store, I knew more than the sales team. And that said a lot, because then everybody in the sales team came around to me and were like, kid, you know everything. You know more about this shit than we do. You should work here. I'm like, I'm only 17. Then the manager came up to me and was like, how old are you, kid? I said, I'm 17. She says, well, when you turn 18, come see me. I'll give you a job here. Obviously, I have to apply and she'd go through the whatever the fuck application process. But that was ultimately the reason why I don't want to work for Apple. Because first off, that's the main reason. The people that work there do not care about working. All they care about is just trying to make a sale. They don't care what you want to spend. They only want what they want for their pockets. And ultimately, some people really do care. Look, I get it. You know, this guy probably had good intentions. He's probably saying, look, yeah, the air is not bad, but you could definitely do a lot more for your money. But you gotta remember, if somebody wants a specific product and they want it specifically, don't try to sell them another version for more money when they can only afford what they can. Because there are people that are literally like this. I remember I was in the Apple store again. Same fucking long hair asshole was literally telling this old lady, yo, you should get the MacBook. Your nephew wants the MacBook Pro. He should get an iMac or this. He was talking like he knew shit. Bro, just because you train and work at the Apple store does not mean you know shit about their products. Do you even know where their CPUs and motherboards and crap are manufactured? The day you know where they're manufactured is the day I can say you know more than me. Until that day, I ain't gonna say shit to you. I ain't gonna say nothing. You don't know shit. Look, I'm not trying to bash any Apple store worker out there. I'm not trying to bash anybody, but I'm just saying this is the main reason why I refuse to work for Apple, and this is the main reason why I would probably refuse going to the Apple store or the Genius Bar. Because these people are literally forcing you to pay for other things. And don't even get me started with fucking insurance. That's a joke by itself. The sales team are literally forcing down your throat things that you should be buying that you don't necessarily need. And that's ultimately how they gotta do it. You know, they gotta make money and shit. But like, if you keep doing that after a while, people are gonna get bad vibes. They're gonna just stop coming there. Like me, I don't go to the Apple store anymore because first off, Apple never does sales. That's number one. Number two, Best Buy is a better option because at Best Buy, they listen to you. They don't give a fuck. Now, obviously, this goes for every other place. It doesn't just go for Apple. But at Best Buy, they don't give me any options. They're like, nah, you don't have to worry about it. You know, you could get this and that. No. If I want the iPad Pro, the 2016, 2017 model, they give me the iPad Pro 2017 model. If I want an iPhone 10 and not an iPhone 8 Plus, they will give me the 10 and not even argue that I'm paying $1,000. They don't care because that's what you want. That's ultimately what it is. If you want something, you pay for it. Don't freaking tell customers that they should get this and that when they don't need it. Like, this shit pisses me off. That's why I refuse to work for Apple. I'm sorry, but I was going to work there, but this is the main reason. The working environment is just, they don't care about the customers. I'm sorry. I care more about the customers, and I care about their money more than my own trying to make a dollar. I'd rather them spend their money wisely than me worry about my own fucking paycheck. That's just me, though. So that's just why I wanted to share out. Obviously, I don't expect this video to make a lot of views, but look, this is just my personal take, and I agree with this guy. You know, these sales teams, they really need to reevaluate the whole thing. And, that's going to do it for this video. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know, do you have a similar experience? The most similar that I've had to was at T-Mobile as well. Because I went there to get a new phone, and I overheard, I was near, so this guy was switching from the iPhone 8 Plus. He wanted the OnePlus 16, and the worker pretty much like was refusing to let him leave Apple. Like, trying to convince him Apple was the best and shit. I'm just like, bro, give him the fucking phone. If he wants to switch, he can switch. So let me know down below, what do you think of all this crap and everything? Let me know if you ever had an incident like that. Thanks for watching, and peace. It ain't my fault.